Are you looking for a way to help those suffering from Avoidant Personality Disorder, AvPD? People with Avoidant Personality Disorder can learn to overcome their fears and build meaningful relationships with the right treatment. Join us in this video to learn more about how to treat people with Avoidant Personality Disorder and help them live happier, more fulfilling lives. What is Avoidant Personality Disorder? Avoidant Personality Disorder, or AvPD, is a mental health condition that affects a person's ability to form close relationships and interact with others. People with AvPD experience a persistent pattern of social inhibition, feelings of inadequacy, and hypersensitivity to criticism or rejection. Symptoms of AvPD can include avoiding social situations and interactions due to fear of being rejected or ridiculed, feeling insecure or self-conscious, and having low self-esteem. They may have difficulty expressing emotions and opinions to others, and may be overly self-critical. The exact cause of AvPD is unknown, but it is believed to be a combination of genetic and environmental factors. Some theories suggest that childhood experiences of rejection, neglect, or criticism may contribute to the development of AvPD. It's important to note that people with AvPD may also have other mental health conditions, such as depression or anxiety, and may benefit from treatment for these co-occurring conditions as well. In summary, understanding AvPD and its symptoms is crucial in order to recognize and support individuals who may be experiencing this condition. How to deal with people with Avoidant Personality Disorder. Dealing with someone who has Avoidant Personality Disorder can be challenging, but there are strategies that can help improve communication and build healthy relationships. Here are some tips for dealing with someone with AvPD. 1. Be patient. When communicating with individuals with AvPD, it's important to be patient and understanding of their challenges. They may need more time to process information or express themselves, and may struggle with initiating or maintaining conversations. It's important to give them the space they need to communicate in their own way and at their own pace. One way to show patience and understanding is by listening actively. Listening with empathy can help individuals with AvPD feel heard and validated. This can help to build trust and rapport, which can make communication easier over time. 2. Avoid judgment. One way to be supportive to people with AvPD is by acknowledging their efforts and accomplishments. It's important to recognize and praise their positive qualities, skills, and abilities. This can help to build their confidence and self-esteem, which can encourage them to take risks and try new things. Another way to be supportive is by validating their feelings and experiences. Individuals with AvPD may have a history of negative experiences and may feel misunderstood or dismissed by others. By listening, you can help them to feel heard and validated, which can increase their sense of self-worth. 3. Communicate clearly. One key aspect of clear and direct communication is avoiding assumptions. It's important not to assume that you know what the individual is thinking or feeling, as this can lead to misunderstandings and misinterpretations. Instead, ask questions and seek clarification when needed. For example, you could ask the individual to clarify what they meant by a particular statement, or ask if they are feeling comfortable in a particular situation. Another important aspect of clear and direct communication is using clear and concise language. Avoid using jargon or complex language that may be difficult for the individual to understand. Use simple language and speak clearly and slowly to help ensure that the individual understands what is being said. 4. Be respectful of boundaries. Individuals with Avoidant Personality Disorder may struggle with intimacy and forming close relationships due to their fear of rejection and disapproval. They may feel uncomfortable or anxious in social situations and may avoid activities that involve interacting with others. It's important to respect their boundaries and avoid pressuring them to engage in social situations or activities they are uncomfortable with. Respecting their boundaries means being understanding and accepting of their limitations. This may mean being patient and supportive when they are hesitant or anxious about social situations. It's important not to push them to engage in activities that make them uncomfortable or to pressure them to form close relationships before they are ready. 5. Celebrate progress. It's important to recognize and celebrate the successes of people suffering from AvPD, no matter how small they may seem. This can help motivate them to continue working towards their goals and build momentum towards bigger achievements. It can also help them see that they are capable of making progress and succeeding. One way to celebrate small progress is to acknowledge their efforts and achievements with positive reinforcement. This can be as simple as saying "good job" or "well done" when they make progress towards a goal. You can also offer specific praise, such as "I'm impressed by how much effort you put into this," or "you did a great job of stepping outside of your comfort zone." Strategies for improving communication with someone who has AvPD. 1. Avoiding arguments. One of the best strategies for improving communication with someone who has AvPD is to avoid arguments. Arguments are likely to escalate quickly when someone with AvPD is involved, and they can often be quite harmful to the relationship. If an argument does occur, it is important to remain calm and avoid raising your voice. 2. Listening carefully. It is also important to listen carefully when communicating with someone who has AvPD. This means really paying attention to what the other person is saying and trying to understand their perspective. It can be helpful to paraphrase what the other person has said to ensure that you have understood them correctly. 3. Avoiding criticism. Another important strategy is to avoid criticism. People with AvPD are often very sensitive to criticism, and it can be very hurtful. If you need to give feedback, it is important to do so in a constructive and positive way. For example, rather than saying "you're doing it wrong," you could say "I think there might be a better way to do this." 4. Avoiding jokes. It is also important to avoid making jokes at the expense of someone with AvPD. People with AvPD often have a very low sense of self-worth, and jokes can be very hurtful. If you must make a joke, make sure that it is clear that you are joking and that you do not actually believe what you are saying. 5. Being patient. Finally, it is important to be patient when communicating with someone who has AvPD. People with AvPD often have difficulty communicating, and it may take some time for them to open up. It is important to be respectful of their pace and not push them too hard. Overcoming stigma and misunderstandings surrounding avoidant personality disorder. Avoidant personality disorder is a mental health condition that is often misunderstood and stigmatized. Many people with AvPD may struggle with feelings of shame and isolation as a result of societal stigma and misunderstanding of their condition. Overcoming this stigma and misunderstanding is important to ensure that individuals with AvPD receive the support and care they need. One of the main ways to overcome stigma and misunderstanding surrounding AvPD is through education and awareness. It's important to educate the public about what AvPD is and how it affects individuals who live with it. It's also important to challenge stereotypes and misconceptions about AvPD. For example, some people may assume that individuals with AvPD are simply shy or antisocial. In reality, AvPD is a complex mental health condition that can impact all areas of a person's life, including their work, relationships, and overall well-being. By working together to overcome stigma and create a more understanding and inclusive society, we can help to improve the lives of individuals with AvPD and reduce the barriers to care and support they face. Thank you for watching this video. We hope you found this information helpful and informative. If you did, please consider liking and subscribing to the Happy You channel for more content related to mental health and well-being.